When I was starting out, I was so concerned about how good the quality was and how I looked that it really held me back for a long time. When I quit worrying about that and I just started creating a ton of content, I learned a lot quicker what people wanted to hear about. I got a lot better on camera and everything started working. So in this video, I want to show you the benefits of putting out a ton of half-assed content versus a teeny tiny bit of really high quality, high edited content. You're going to be surprised because putting out not that great content has a lot of upside with very little downside. Let me show you. Earlier today, I was talking with my content manager and we were talking about, the difference between quantity and quality and what that structure should look like. Because for my brands, for what we're doing with Aqua Leads and Showcase and all of the different businesses, for me, I want to pump out a lot of half decent content instead of a little bit of really decent content. And he kind of challenged that. And, it was a fair point because for him, he's also growing a YouTube channel and he's focusing heavily on quality on that. And so I think they both have their own use cases. I think it really depends on what you're trying to do. And so I want to break it down and help you decide, okay, should we focus on a bunch of quality or a bunch of quantity, right? What should we do? So when you're creating content, you've got essentially you've got two camps of it, right? You've got camp number one is that you are creating it for somebody. It's stuff that they are searching for. So it's pretty much SEO based video. Okay, it's stuff people are searching for because they're looking for a solution. And you are helping them solve a problem. So they are typing into Google and YouTube and everything like that and TikTok now trying to find that solution. So if you create content for them, for this solution, they're going to find it. The other camp is more of like the viral thing, okay? And I've never really leaned heavily into this. I don't think it's as important and it's not as repeatable. So I stay away from this, but this is people are just looking for entertainment, okay? They are mindlessly scrolling. They're not even typing, they're just looking for entertainment, all right? And so when they watch this, there's a lot of content out here that is capturing or trying to focus on the entertainment world, right? And you're gonna get your ass kicked if it's low quality. Absolutely gonna get your ass kicked. So quality here is really important. But on this stuff, my hot take is that volume is a lot more important. And if you're building a business, this side is way more important. You should spend your time and energy educating people here because you want to build trust, right? And the best way to build trust is teach them how to solve a problem. If you can teach them how to solve a problem, they're going to trust you so much. Way more than dancing around and making a viral TikTok dance and stuff like that. They don't give a shit about you. They think it's funny and entertaining, okay? So my camp is over here. My client's camp is over here. Now, viral stuff is good. You can reach a lot of people. You can make a lot of money if you just focus on content. And here quality 100% matters. But if you are just creating content that's educational to people, I would say the quality matters quite a bit less. And so the specific scenario that we ended up in was I was like, okay, well, let's do some math, okay? Let's say that I was able to create 3 videos a day, short form videos, right? We're able to create 3 short form videos per day. Over the next year, how many videos are we gonna have? So 3 a day, right? Times 365, we're gonna have over 1,000 videos by the end of the year, all right? That gives us 1,000 opportunities to get in front of somebody. And especially if they're short form, they're gonna get at least 200 views. Ideally, do you think that after we create 500 videos, that video number 501 is going to be a lot better than video number 1? Of course, right? So we're constantly improving and we're improving at a rapid rate. The way that we talk, the way that we deliver, the way that we explain things, it's going to happen very quickly, okay? If we just do once a week, okay? How many videos are we going to have? Once a week, oh my God. Once a week. I think we're at 52, right? So just look at this number. This is the power of compounding, right? That's insane. So video number 50 is definitely going to be better than video number 1. But in the same amount of time here, you would be a video like 900 in the same time frame as this, right? And you just have so much more opportunity, because the way I like to think about this is like, people have a problem, okay? And this is like a pond, and solutions are like floating in the pond. And some of these are your competitors. The squares are you. It's competitor, another competitor, another blogger. Like, all of these solutions and guides are out here. And your customer is sitting here. And this is a fishing line. He's fishing in the pond, right? He's trying to find the solutions. What he's gonna find out with the solution is it's too damn hard and he doesn't wanna do it, okay? But he needs somebody to guide him along the way. And when he does that, he's gonna go with the person who showed him the solution, okay? And so if you are creating one piece of content per week, you're gonna look like this. But if you're creating 3 a day, you're gonna have so many damn pieces of content out there. This pond is gonna be full of your face, your freaking explanations, your stories, your skills, your people. Like, you're gonna fill that pond, and you're gonna have fucking 100 times, like, I don't even know how to do the math, but you're gonna have a much higher chance of reaching somebody with 1,000 pieces of content over 50, okay? Now, you can pump these out. Now, these might be amazing quality, but guess what? If nobody sees it, does it actually matter? No, right? But if you have 1,000 pieces of average quality that just solve the solution, they don't need to be sexy, big, beautiful, edited videos. You don't need all that, all right? And now, one more thing to just consider, like, again, the thing of compounding. If you create 1,000 videos and they only got 1,000 views, only 1,000 views each, which is super easy to do when you're explaining things, okay? You're gonna get 1 million views over that year, okay? 1 million views. That's pretty crazy. If you get the same amount of content and each of these videos do 20,000 views, I might make myself look like a jackass right here, and this number might be over 1 million. Actually, I think it is. Hold on. Yeah, it is 1 million. Okay, so wait, that's still fine. You've got to create videos consistently to do 20,000 views. Just do 20 times better than your average videos, right? So let's say these videos are 50%, 60% as well done as these. That's 50% less, but a 20 times, like, you need a 20 times return for that to justify itself, okay? And this is very unlikely. This is a lot more unlikely, especially when you're solving problems and you're focusing niche, because it's more important. I would say, I don't know anything about importance, but I would rather get 200 views from people who would actually buy my product than 20,000 views from people who wouldn't, right? And this is such a vanity number over here. Everyone wants to go viral. Everyone wants a ton of views. But if it doesn't really turn into money, it's not doing you the same amount of good. Like, it's not benefiting you the same amount as 200 people who actually care about you, who actually support you, who would actually buy your product. And so I guess the point of this video is to really break it down. And when you're starting to create content for your business, right? You're trying to be an authority figure. We get hung up. I get hung up so easily on, oh my gosh, like, this needs to be perfect. Oh my gosh, this looks stupid, or I sound stupid. But just think about this, okay? Every video you create, from 1 to 1,000, you're constantly improving. You're getting better. Your delivery, your cadence, your speaking. After about 100 videos, it's pretty easy to figure out what people care about, right? You're like, holy shit, when I talked about this one thing, way more people watched it, my business went up. So guess what? You just keep mixing that in. You keep mixing that same thing in all the time because it's already working. And now, video 900, you're better on camera. You figure out what your audience actually wants to hear. You've got unique delivery. You've got more fans. You've got people consistently watching your stuff. You've got more brand awareness, more chances of being discovered. Versus here, you got 50 videos and you're still like, your rate of progress is so much slower. So when you're looking at creating content for your business, it's easy to get hung up on like, oh my gosh, I need to do this perfect. I need to do good. And it doesn't have to be that hard. If you can push volumes of content, if you can just put stuff out there, you're going to get better. People are going to like you more. People are going to trust you more, and everything's going to work. Like the math is like, what are the chances of getting 1,000 views on a video versus 20,000 views on a video, right? 1,000 is way easier to do than 20,000. And you can do that with very minimal editing. So you can still get a lot of volume. Now, like back to what the original loop-de-loop of the video, ignore everything here if you're trying to do entertaining content, because you need to compete with Joe Rogan. You need to compete with all of these really huge creators, all these huge accounts that are creating really good educational content or really good entertaining content. You're competing with them. So you need to stand out. You need to match that level. So it has to be really good quality. But if you're trying to educate people, you're trying to build your business, you're trying to monetize your followers so that they spend money with you, creating lots of content is the better way to go.